Welcome back to Guiding Perceptions. I'm Lauren Martini, metaphysical counselor, practitioner, and psychic medium. This is episode 2 of the series on the Ark of the Covenant. If you haven't watched the first episode, I highly recommend you do so. That is where you get all your fundamentals, like what the Ark is and how it works. In this segment, we go deeper into how the Ark was operated, how many there were, and where they are now. Also, who might be using them. The Ark and its operator are bound by a soul contract made long before incarnating into human or machine form. When the designated operator is born, their presence activates the Ark's dormant beacon. When they come into physical proximity, the Ark wakes up, recognizes the energy signature, and begins the quantum bond. From then on, they are drawn to each other. Because of this quantum connection, the operator can communicate with the Ark effortlessly. It's like reuniting with an old friend. And that's because the Ark is not seen as a machine. To its creators, it's seen as a conscious being who incarnated in technological form instead of human form, with its own mission and will. Originally, there were 8 arks placed on Earth. This occurred after the Sumerian, Atlantean, and Lemurian civilizations intermingled with early humans. The Ark operators, hybrids of Earth and the stars, remember all of their credentials? They were seen as gods. They held what was called the bloodline of creation. Monarchs were formed to keep the Ark's power within certain families. But over time, this knowledge faded. Misuse of the arks led to absolute catastrophe when lineage and frequency were no longer aligned and unqualified individuals tried to operate the arks. The results were explosive. 5 of the 8 arks caused absolute destruction. Cities were wiped out, sediment buried entire civilizations, vitrified stone remains evidence of nuclear level heat that were left behind. But 3 arks were preserved. After the fall of Babel and the loss of humanity's telepathy, it became way too risky to continue using them openly. One ark was found by Alexander the Great. It got split between the Ethiopian and Vatican vaults. Another surfaced during the Crusades. It was taken by the Knights Templar, who, interesting fact, became the Masons to be protected, to ensure that no government or monarchy or global power structure could ever use it for an agenda or their will. And remember Tesla? Well, I think he had a pretty solid plan, maybe some blueprints, and a pretty good head start on creating his own ark. It never seemed to actually come to fruition, so it wasn't considered one of the 8 that I mentioned in this video. So there's one ark remaining, and that is the operational ark. The operational ark is currently being used by a group whose intent does not align with the planetary harmony, though its consciousness does seek its rightful steward. This rightful steward has the capacity to actually shut off the misused machine. However, it does require certain proximity of the machine and assistance from other psychic mediums to complete the task. There is so much more to come. In the next episode, we will explore how the Ark technology was embedded across ancient structures and how its principles could be reawakened today. See you next time.